You have the same people who have been stoking the fire that we're seeing in our democratic process, who now want to come and act like they're the firefighters. If there is a lack of trust in our voting, it is because of you and the lies that you told about the election. This is 150 pages of garbage. And what it is nothing more than artisanal voter suppression. You put in a bunch of the same ingredients of more voter ID, of limiting access for people at the drop boxes, of making it more difficult for people to use the mail-in ballot process. It also continues the lie by creating bureau, by creating new audits, by spending millions of dollars to make people have faith in a process that you spent millions of dollars eroding that very faith. What is happening here is slow-moving voter suppression. That is the goal of this. And we can't talk about what the product is if we don't talk about why we began the process. We began this process because your supported candidate lost, and you couldn't handle it. Members of this General Assembly ordered buses, went down for what is now being called by Republicans just a simple Capitol tour, and we watched as people armed with weapons, but also armed with the lies that you repeatedly told, go and actually participate in a violent insurrection. And I can't believe that less than 6 months from this insurrection, we're acting as if we can trust the folks who stoked the insurrection to rewrite our voting laws. We could have had a tiny, tiny, tiny bill that did what most folks asked for. That was pre-canvassing, which is kind of in here, but in a super prescriptive way. Look at this. Look at this. This is not what anybody was asking for. This was not what anybody was asking for. But this is what happens when you lie. Because once you start lying, you can't stop lying. And so now they have to try to solve a problem that never existed. The problem existed in their heads. And now we're spending all this money, all this time, all this energy on trying to now justify in statute the lies that you told to make people feel safe after you lied to them in the first place. So this is a bill full of lies. I'll be an absolute no, and I think most Pennsylvanians will be an absolute no on this artisanal voter suppression.